WrestleMania because I owe CM Punk a favor. This is the worst WrestleMania I've ever witnessed in 40 years. The worst.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all. I apologize. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I'm one tissue box less in the house, but it's okay. Let's get right in to what happened on SmackDown. Let's get right in to the worst road to WrestleMania I can remember in a very, very long time. We're gonna jump right into the last segment. You don't get to walk out with Paul Heyman because he's walking out with me. CM Punk, Paul Levesque, whoever creatively puts this together. Us that been watching WrestleMania after WrestleMania after WrestleMania. The past 4 to 5 WrestleManias where Paul Heyman walked out with Roman Reigns. Not one time Paul Heyman has even came close to physically doing anything to affect the match. Paul Heyman is not even trying to grab somebody's boot. Paul Heyman is not trying to pull the top rope, somebody falls over the ground. Paul Heyman is not grabbing a weapon, a chair, pepper spray, a pistol. He's not doing nothing. The wise man, he's the brains of the operation. The brains, that's enough quotation marks too. Because when you're in that ring 1-1, and it's WrestleMania, and it's the grandest stage of them all with the exception of WrestleMania 41, you gotta creatively be there. You gotta physically be there. You gotta do something. You're the brains, all right, cool. Let's stop acting like you're a factor in the main event or any match on WrestleMania. I think Paul Heyman being in a corner of WWE 2K25, I don't know if it hyped his head up or if it made creative think that we thought this dude was an actual factor of the decision making. I don't care if Paul Heyman walked out with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Pat McAfee, the referee. He's a non-factor in the physical competition. We don't care. This is what the favor was. I was pissed off that the favor was main event night 1, but man, that looks like winning the lottery compared to the favor being Paul Heyman gets to walk out with me. That he doing this overselling acting. I was mad at John Cena overselling the Crossroads. I was a little mad when Roman Reigns oversold the GTS when he got hit with CM Punk at the end of the segment. But man, I'm so sick of Paul Heyman overselling these segments. I didn't have days of sleep so my eyes could look like this. Let the tears run down. You're really that emotional over this because your tribal chief is mad at you. Paul Heyman, sit down somewhere, bro. We don't care. The Glaze era has begun, unfortunately. Now we're going to get into a few of these segments on SmackDown because a few of y'all want me to review SmackDown. Let's jump right into a hot topic of this Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton promo. Now, this was interesting, which means it wasn't horrible to where I'm getting pissed off again, or it wasn't the greatest promo in the world. It was very interesting, but let me tell you something about this promo that has the discussion go on, and people in WWE need to very, very much look at this and realize that this is the beauty of wrestling. The balance between real life and a work. We could tell that these two people really probably have some type of heat backstage. We could tell this wasn't a promo where word for word, line for line, it was scripted. This was what we call a shoot promo, at least a percentage of it was. When Tiffany Stratton bringing up Charlotte Flair is 0-3 in marriages. Ric Flair 0-5 in marriages, kind of like her dad. That was a low blow. Charlotte Flair saying, Ludwig Kaiser's in my DMs. That was a low blow. Oh, no, that was a lie. No one with a braid in their skull thinks that Ludwig Kaiser is in your DMs, Charlotte. Respectfully, because I like Charlotte. I know a lot of people don't like her because how she's been booked. But let's be real, she's one of the 4 horsewomen. She's that good. She's great. I like everything she's been doing leading up to WrestleMania, to be honest. I love the entrances and all. That's the one thing, though, Charlotte. Ludwig Kaiser isn't in your DMs. You said that out of emotion. And that's what kind of made that promo good. Just real. Just authenticity. I like that. Let's bring up Jacob Fatu. My favorite new wrestler coming up. Thank God that he beat Braun Strowman. We've watched this match about 159 times already. I went directly under WWE comments and complained about it. And I think they seen it, and instead of it being a regular match, they switched it to the last man standing match. We got a bunch of spots we've seen 100,000 times, but it's okay. They did a good job. They sold the match. Jacob Fatu got over. Great. That's the good news. Well, what's the bad news, Bobby? Oh, man. We're not getting Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, it seems like. This is what I'm talking about. This is rushed booking. We're not getting Jacob versus Solo. We're not getting the storyline that y'all been trying to build through weeks and weeks and weeks. What are we getting? A rush storyline of LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. This isn't a curveball. This isn't something to wow the fans. This is lazy booking. That's what this is. They probably came up with that decision when they came into whatever arena they were at in Chicago. This is the worst road to WrestleMania 41. And the next 14 days, I am going to be preaching this, whether it's in the comments, whether it's in a community post, whether I post a video on YouTube, whether I'm tweeting it, I'm complaining. Just like Gunther said, he's going to give how many days of hell to Jey Uso, WWE. Y'all going to get 14 days of hell and complaints from Bobby Monsoon. This is unacceptable. If Jacob Fatu doesn't win the U.S. title at Mania, dog, it's gonna be a huge issue. And it's messed up because we love LA Knight. But it's like they should both be going over at Mania. But I feel like if LA Knight beat Jacob, that's not good for Jacob. He lost his first Mania match. I don't like that. If Jacob beat LA, I kind of like that a little bit more. But my God. LA Knight just came from being buried by Shinsuke Nakamura, who's nowhere to be found. Then he wins the title back. Now LA back on his stuff, just to lose the title to Jacob Fatu at Mania 41. Let me know in the comments if anyone ever heard of a wrestler named Solo Sikoa. What are we doing with him? I'm telling you, WWE thinks we're idiots. WWE thinks that we forgot that Solo Sikoa was the tribal chief. WWE thinks that the fans forgot he had the Ula Fala. WWE forgets. I'm getting flabbergasted again. Let me slow down. WWE thinks that we forgot Solo Sikoa was damn near carrying the company as far as SmackDown was concerned after Mania 40. The bloodline, all of that stuff was Solo, so he had to fight Cody and all. Solo Sikoa is a complete non-factor at WrestleMania 41, and if you ask me, he shouldn't even show up at this point. For what? You came out with Tonga. Has he even won a match? Yeah. I like Bull. I mess with him. But he's a certified jobber. And we have Solo Sikoa coming out second to Tonga. I'm not gonna lie, man. I know a lot of y'all is like not wanting to hear me complain, but bro, I'm sorry. This is the worst. I never seen booking like this. It's with the exception of like 2017, 2018, when Vince was in charge and there are a lot of people was complaining. It's that bad now. Whoever is looking at this show is thinking, I can't wait till WrestleMania 41. I really think you should seek a therapist immediately. Or maybe I'm just an old fart who remembers great eras. I love the Golden Era. A lot of people don't like it. Cool. Attitude Era, the greatest era ever. Ruthless Aggression, that was a cool era too. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the glazing era. This is horrible, man. Before I get out of here, we're going to touch on Kevin Owens. He unfortunately had a neck injury. He won't be showing up to WrestleMania. So, WWE Creative have gotten so bad, right? We have gotten to a point where we don't know what the we're going to do with Randy Orton. You know Randy Orton, the guy that who said that, Cody Rhodes, I wish I could reach the level of heights to your career.
And I consider you an equal, if not far surpassing anything I've ever done in this business.
You know, Randy Orton, he's a nobody, man. He's just a 14-time champion. He's just a legend killer who had epic moments. He was just a part of some stupid faction named Evolution. But man, Cody Rhodes, man, he had one mediocre mid-title run, and he's above Randy Orton, the nobody. Like, were we supposed to forget about Randy Orton's career, Paul Levesque? Nah, we're not as slow as you think we are. Randy Orton is a decorated first ballot Hall of Famer, and you can't think of nothing to do with him leading in to WrestleMania 41? Nothing. You can't think of him announcing the wrestlers out to the ring. You can't think of him being on color commentary. You can't think of him being a referee. You can't even think of Randy Orton being front row at WrestleMania, being in the audience, in attendance. Him versus Kevin Owens was bullshit to begin with. We didn't want that to begin with. We already seen him with Kevin Owens last year as teammates. It was no stipulation to the match. Nobody wanted to see the match. Nobody wanted the match. So instead of building some type of compelling storyline, Randy Orton is now put into a situation where it makes more sense for him to go against Nick Aldis after RKO him in WrestleMania. We might want to see that more than any bullshit that y'all are about to try to rush and force feed us at WrestleMania 41. I'm putting a petition out there. WrestleMania 41, night 1 and night 2 doesn't need to go on Peacock. It needs to be free right on YouTube. It should be a criminal crime. It should be a blasphemy. It should be looked down upon. It should be criticized for even paying $1 to watch this crap in 14 days. This was supposed to be the grandest stage of them all. That's all I knew my whole life. When I went to WrestleMania 40 last year, I thought my life was complete. I did it all. I made it to WrestleMania. Night one was hard to get through, I can't lie. But night two, Cody finished the story. Dusty Rhodes, your son did it. I'm looking in the heavens, man. Dusty, my top 5. His son did it. I know yo, that was the greatest moment of my life. Coming down to this crap is just frustrating, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry that I can't come on here and really put anything over. I just don't see it. This is horrible. All right, man, I'm done, man. It's looking like I'm going to have to make another video about this too, man, because, like, I could go on for about an hour or two. Let me know if y'all want me to start going live too, man, because we got to talk about this, and I feel like we might got to talk about this live, man. Like, my God, after we get through this painful thing we call WrestleMania, how do we pivot from here? How do we suggest WWE Creative to not send us on this road to agony for WrestleMania 42? It's a lot of things have to be changed creatively, man. This is not good. I don't care what anyone is saying. This is not good. And for y'all who keep saying, yo, man, why you ain't talking about Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest? Yo, bro, are you serious? Or did we really forget what type of year Drew McIntyre had in 2024? His classic feud with CM Punk, that whole storyline, and it ended in Hell in a Cell, and the payoff was WrestleMania 41 with Damian Priest. It's really painful to talk about, man. I'm sorry, bro. It's like that one is like probably one of the worst travesties in WWE history. That doesn't make the morale backstage good. When you see you can have a year like 2024, Drew McIntyre, and the payoff is being on the mid-card, WrestleMania 41 with Damian Priest. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. You know, I'm going to try to respond to as many comments as possible. Man, I'm gonna see you on the next video because I'm not done, man. I got a lot more to say. This is BS, man. This is BS. WWE Creative need to do better. WWE needs to do better. I'ma holler at you in the comments, man. It's Bobby Masoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Wow.